All right, it's 48 minutes, right? That's good. Hey, shalawam, 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 shalawam. We can pull out, brother. We're going to going to the spot we always go to when we eat. Hey, shalawam, 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 man. All right. A few members over here. We just finished up camp just now. Finished up camp a few moments ago. So this right here is going to be post-camp. Usually we do pre-camp, but it's really going to be a post-camp listen right here. You know what I'm saying? You know, myself, Kabad, along with, you know, the driver here. You know what I'm saying? Priest Yahawah, all right? And we have, is there a doctor in the house? Do we have a priest? We don't know if we got a doctor. We know we got a priest in the house, though. Hey, Priest Yahawah right here. And we just few members, man, of GMS South Carolina Midlands. Like I said, man, we just got finished, you know, finishing up camp a few moments ago. So this is going to be a post-camp. And it was just so heavy, man. Yahawashi, man. You know, at the end of the camp, you know what I'm saying, when you check out, you know, check out our live feed. If you were watching, you know what we're talking about. But, you know, like I said, you know, check out our live feed. You know what I'm saying, what we did when we went live today in our street ministry, rather. Check out our street ministry of the day. Man, you'll see we had an Israelite foreigner, man, came and visit our camp, man. Matter of fact, you know, this Jake, man, you know, he looked like a so-called white boy, but, you know, through the spirit, man, he had the spirit of a Jacob Israelite, man. All right, that wasn't no damn Edomite right there. He was condemning the so-called white man at the end of the day. Plus, you know, he goes back, to the Sicilians on his father's side at the end of the day. So it's a great chance, you know, that, you know, he definitely be a Hebrew Israelite, man. All right. And, you know, like I said, he didn't buck up, you know, when we was out there, when we were teaching, he actually took out his notepad and he was writing down the scriptures that we was bringing out, man. The precepts we was bringing out, you know what I'm saying? He was writing them down, man, asking questions, man. And he wasn't asking no dumb, stupid questions neither, man.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You know, he was asking great questions at the end of the day, man. All right, you know? And see, if he would have came to ISUPK, they would have ran him away, man. Because them niggas are not fucking spiritual and they ain't on no fucking level, man. Like we was telling that Jake, man, the Israelite foreigner, man, that it's not, we ain't no pro-black thing over here. Ain't no pro-black, man. We ain't about no color thing over here, man. All right, it's about a spiritual thing over here, man. You know, the Hebrew Israelite ain't about no color, because you got Israel that gonna come out of all nations, man, at the end of the day. All right, you know, you're gonna have Israelites that you know, curses say Israel gonna be scattered through amongst all the nations. So if we're gonna be scattered amongst all the nations, you don't think the Israelite man gonna deal with the women of the other nations outside of Israel? Come on, that's common sense right there, man. You know, so you're gonna have Israelites, and you have your seed with the women of the nations. Hey, you're gonna have a lot of Israelites that are gonna be looking like the other nations where they scatter at, man. Where they scatter amongst at the end of the day. Common sense, right? That's simple as hell, man. All right, you know. But nevertheless, man, we'll get that first scripture, Zyquan.
This is Romans chapter 8, verse 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High.
Yeah, so it's a spiritual thing, man. All right, you know, and the word is what gonna draw us in at the end of the day. And the words of Yahawashi drew that Jake in. Like I said, when you check the video out, you man, even though y'all couldn't, you know, the camera wasn't on him, you know what I'm saying? We ain't put him on no camera at the end of the day. But man, that Jake man was so daggone happy and so excited. He didn't even understand why he even came, because, you know, actually I seen him when he was me and Zyquan, man. We seen him when he was walking on the other side of the street, man. And, you know, I looked at him and we lock eyes and whatnot. We lock eyes. I say, I bet you about to come over here, bro. I knew it, man, because he had that look in his eyes like, what they about, man? I gotta holler at them, man. And when he came, which he did, he came over there, and the first thing he asked was, are y'all Christians? Right. You know, some stupid niggas be like, y'all Muslims, y'all Islam. Right. You know, they see us with Bibles, they don't ask we Islam. And they don't, and you know, Jake don't read signs. Cause I'm like, you see the 12 tribes chart of Israel, man? You know, how the hell you gonna goddamn confuse it with some damn Muslims, Islam at the end of the day? But nevertheless, you know, he said y'all Christian. Like we was like, nah, we Hebrew Israelites, man. Right. All right, you know. And then, you know, he went, you know, he was telling us about himself, about, you know what I'm saying, he was in you know, he was fighting, you know what I'm saying, you know, I don't know what war he was fighting in and whatnot. Iraq, yeah, he was in Iraq, man. So he got shot in the knee. He was like, he didn't even know why he even came. You know what I'm saying? He seen us. He said he didn't even know he was gonna come over here, because where we teach at downtown, he said he really don't even be traveling. He'd be walking around that area like that. He said he barely walked around that area. And then we went in there. We went in the script, Proverbs 20:24, St. John 15 and 18. Just St. John 15 and 16. You know, one of many scriptures. Oh, brother brought out Kabab went in Job 33rd chapter, where Yahawashi seal your instructions. We were telling him, I said, hey, you over here because Yahawashi preordained you to be over here to hear the word, hear the truth. We gave him the real name of the Father, Yahawah. Gave him the real name of the Son, Yahawashi, which the Father named Yahawah, which means He is. All right, in Hebrew, in the name of our big bro, and our Lord and our Savior, the Kings of Kings. All right, Yahawashi, man. All right, which means He's the deliverer. We gave him the true names, man. Right. And we told him, man, you know, in the spirit of Yahawashi, and it's not about a color thing, it's a spiritual thing. It's all about the spirit, bro. Then we brought out the image of Blake Griffin, you know, of his father and his son, to show you that not all Israel gonna be looking like typical Israelites, man. Dark-skinned people, man. You got Israelites that gonna be. Like there you go. All Israel gonna look like Michael Jordan or John Shaft, like the brother said, man. All right, you go back into that Romans barbecue shop.
Romans chapter 8.
But like I say, you want to add something, brother? You already know, brother. Add to it, brother. Go ahead.
This is Romans chapter 8, verse 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High.
And you can speak on it. You can speak on it, Zachariah.
Yeah, because that's you know, one of the main things that he was kind of getting there, because I can tell the questions that he really wanted to ask, but he wasn't really coming out with it. Because he really probably wanted to ask, is this just a black thing or whatever? But through the Spirit, we can kind of read that, and that's when we started bringing these scriptures out. It ain't no color thing, man.
Right, that's
like
right.
Like we're going into, it's a spiritual thing.
Right.
But, you know, like these other Israelite camps, they're not spiritual, so they would have turned them around, like your ISUPKs and so on and so forth.
Because naturality, man, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got no records to show what tribe we from. We the Hebrew Israelite. It's spiritual. Everything is spiritual on this side, man.
Yep.
All right. We was the word. You know what I'm saying? The word of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. You know what I'm saying? Was in us, man. We compelled to come in by the words. The words draw us in. At the end of the day, man. You ain't got no damn records to show. Hey, I'm from the tribe of Benjamin. I'm from the tribe of Judah. Everything is predicated on faith at the end of the day, man.
Right.
And prophecy at the end of the day, man. All right, and part of prophecy is Israel gonna be scattered, man, throughout the four corners. Didn't it tell you, Isaiah 14? You know, the stranger shall cleave to Israel, and when you go back into that word stranger, it goes back to the Hebrew word gar. All right, you know what I'm saying, which means an Israelite foreigner at the end of the day, man. All right, you know, you got it, my brother.
God, I'm about to grab a precept.
Go ahead, family. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. You know, yeah. You want to add your ring, what the brother looking for? Oh, okay, come.
Going into Ezekiel 36 and 19, and I scattered them among the heathen, and they were dispersed through the countries according to their way and according to their doings. I judged them. Right, and I'm gonna pull out another one real quick just to back that up. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64.
Another good one. Another good one.
And when you read it, it says, "And the Lord Yahawah shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other."
So you can't go nowhere on this earth where there's not a Hebrew Israelite, man.
Right.
There's one thing about a Hebrew Israelite man. He loved women, and we love women, and we love plenty of them at the end of the day, man. All right, an Israelite man done put a hey, you go back, man. You know what I'm saying? During the time when Jake was fighting in the Vietnam War, all right, you know what I'm saying? You know, fighting in World War I, fighting World War II, all right, you know what I'm saying? You know, when Jake was up there in France, I mean, what you think we was doing, man? When Jake was up there in Germany, what you think Jake was doing, man? Having sex with those damn fucking women, bro.
You know how much Jake like to get down.
Yeah. You know, Jake, you see, they get on Jake today, just like you had Ryan Clark. He was getting on RG3 because his take on the Angela Reese and the Caitlin Clark little file or whatever, right? Which that ain't about shit no damn way. But nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? Ryan Clark was getting on RG3 because he was like, you wouldn't understand the plight of a so-called black woman because you married to, you say the two women you was married, you married to two damn white women and shit. So what you know about the black woman? This like he ain't got he ain't got a mother and a grandmother and cousins and shit, man. Ryan Clark just a goddamn rape base at the end of the day, man. Rape base at the end of the damn day, man. At the end of the day,
race baiter.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. The water, brother. Yeah, race baiter at the end of the day. That's what he on, man. You need to pivot. Ryan Clark. Oh, punk ass. That's what it is. He got that CTE and shit, man. Yeah, well, so what? So you mean to tell me he can't speak on anything about Jake because he got him an Edomite woman, man? Right. Man, shut the fuck up, man. And then you don't even know she an Edomite, man. She could be an Israelite foreigner. She could be an Israelite foreigner. He just looking at the color because he just simple as all hell. And matter of fact, RG3, his wife, she's a good looking Edomite woman too. If she's an Edomite, man. If she's an Edomite, man. Fuck you, Barry. Fuck you. Shut up, Ryan. You just a hater. All right, Brian Clark just a fucking hater, man.
Bro.
He ain't never like damn RG3 ass no damn way. He find a good, perfect time to just get at his ass and shit.
RG3 shit on him.
Yeah, exactly, brother. Go ahead, bro.
Deuteronomy 28:64, and the Lord Yahawah shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
There you go, man. You know, Jake, majority of Israelites, you know what I'm saying, they up under two religions, man. Whether Christianity and Islam, man. Them two main, you know, religions that Israel is up under, even to this very day, man.
Right.
All right, you know? All right. What the other precept?
Revelation 7 and
Shalawam, you about to say something, you run?
Yeah. You know, just dealing with that Jake, you know, he said as his father was Italian. So, like, you know, you was going into the history with the Sicilians and everything, how Jake was over there in Europe, you know, during the time of the Dark Ages. Well, you know, this dealing with exactly in today's time. Jake loved women. They spread their seed in all women. And to the naked eye, he looked like Edomite, but we brought out Numbers 1 and 18. His seed determined through the seed of their father. And he told us his father was Italian or whatnot.
And man, and he was happy, man. One thing when we were bringing the precepts out, man, he was happy, man. He was smiling like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? We give him the understanding, man, because he didn't know, you know, he was thinking Satan probably was fighting with the Lord, and we were explaining that. He was bugged out. That Christianity, all of us came out of that madness or whatnot, Christianity or whatnot.
Right.
And when he was getting the truth, he didn't buck up against the truth, man. And then he kept saying, oh, man. He said, y'all gonna write in the Bible and bring it out, man. Yeah, and then he was believing the words of Yahawashi, man. And you only can be a Hebrew Israelite to believe in the words of Yahawashi, man.
Exactly.
That's another indicator, you know what I'm saying, we know he Israelite, man, at the end of the day or whatnot, man. And then when he was dapping us, man, he dapped us up like Jake. And his lingo, man, you know, he talking in Jake lingo at the end of the day or whatnot, man.
He said,
my baby mama or whatnot. Come on, man.
Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You know, he's all the child of my mother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
My child's mother.
My child's mother, all right? You know? Go ahead, brother.
I got Revelation. Well, I wanted to make this point.
Go ahead.
Because you were saying how excited he was, because we didn't put him on the camera because we ain't needed to.
Right.
But he was literally excited. And it's like, imagine, you know, to you believers out there, the first time you heard this truth. That's the reaction that he had, man. So that's when we was like, okay, yeah, he a Jake, man.
Because what it is, we was lost, but we was found at the end of the day, man. Going back in the spirit, bro. When you come back, you went back up to your nationality, your heritage. Just like when we walking back up, when our eyes and our teachers, man, we had that joy, man. Exactly. All right, we had that joy, man. At the end of the day or whatnot, like that purpose, like in the movie, we are somebody. And when you say we are somebody, you know, you got it, bro.
Because remember, he was saying after the coming back from the wars and everything, he was having trouble, you know, with his faith or whatnot.
Yeah.
On what to believe in.
He said, remember he said he tried to kill himself, man.
Yeah, he
tried to unlock himself in his head, man. Yeah. But Yahawashi, I wish we would have bought out Deuteronomy 39:32 for him, but it's all through the spirit anyway. We bought out Proverbs 20:24, so man's going to the Lord. So that's really the same thing, man. Yeah. You know, it was a most high plan for you to still be alive, bro. Yep. That's why you still here. What, to get this word, get this truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Either two things, man. You was brought here to hear this word to get justified, or you was brought here to hear this word to be condemned. Right. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man. You know, and we rooting for him, man. You know?
Yeah,
Lord's will, man. All right. I'll write this out, man. Go ahead.
Revelation 7 and 9.
Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 7, verse 9. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds.
That going to the elect right here, man. All right, go ahead. That John the Revelator, the vision, Yahawashi showing John the Revelator, man. In the time we about to come, man. In the time we about, you know what I'm saying, about to approach at the end of the day. Right. Time we about to come into, rather. Go ahead, fam.
It says of all nations and kindred.
Yeah, we just read the curses that Israel came out of all nations at the end of the day, man. All right, and when you look up that word nation, they ain't talking about the whole world, all the nations on the damn world, all 18 families on this earth. No, they're only talking about Israel. When you look up that word nation, it goes back to the word ethnos, man. Right. That means somebody of the same kindred or the same bloodline at the end of the day. In other words, a Hebrew Israelite, man. That's Israelite foreigners, man. Right. Israelite foreigners, man.
Israelites scattered amongst the nations.
There you go.
We read in Deuteronomy 28.
We read the curses, man. Read the curses. We're going to be scattered throughout the four corners, man. Right. All right? You got it, bro.
It says, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands.
There you go, man. All right, getting that victory, man. Yahawashi giving that elect that victory at the end of the day. And you're going to have the elect, all right, you're going to have, you know, the multitude, all right, they're going to come out of all nations at the end of the day. Some of, you know what I'm saying, to the point to where John the Revelator couldn't even recognize some of the Hebrew Israelites, man. Did not John the Revelator, he walked with Yahawashi? Don't he know he was a Hebrew Israelite? All right, at the end of the day, so that show you the Israelite foreigners. All right, you know, he couldn't recognize, like, damn, they're like they Moab, they're like they Ammon, they're like they Ham, they're like they Esau or whatnot. They're not Ham, they're not Esau, all right? Spirit tell you, man, hey, they're Israelite foreigners. They Israel at the end of the day, man. That's one of the mystery of the Gentiles right there, man. They a lot of Jake can't get, even Jake in the circumcision, they can't get, man. All right, but we here to our destination here, man. You know, we done did the work now. You know what I'm saying? Did it work again. You can never do enough. Don't get it twisted. Never do enough. All right, but hey, man, we about to eat now, man. You know, we about to get ourselves, you know what I'm saying? About to go ahead and put the nutrients and everything back into us, man. Get some grub, baby.
We left everything on the field.
Everything, hey, how Jake said in the sports world, man. We left everything out on the field. Everything out there on the basketball court, man. All right, and that's what we're supposed to do. There you go.
I may add another point. So is it far-fetched that he looked like an Edomite, but, you know, through the spirit, his seed line goes back to being an Israelite, man? No. So this is not a black only thing, man. There's not all black Israelites.
Ain't no pro-black. There's no pro-black thing.
over here.
There you go, man. There you go, man. And with that, man, that's the end of our listen. All right. All right. Hey, boy, crazy, man. With that, man, pray and hope that it was edifying to the body of hopeful elect. All right, this post-camp video here. And you know what I'm saying, we want to go ahead and give all praise and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, great millstone who rule well, worthy of double honors. And salutations to all the occupants of the hopeful elect, pushing forth this word and this truth and righteous sincerity throughout the four corners and trying to achieve our incorruptible crown. Let's keep going, man. All right, and do it to the end, baby, and do it to the end, man. Shalawam to the hopeful elect. Shalawam.